So 6:08, I'm getting ready to head over to the gym. Good morning. We got day one of powerlifting prep on deck today. I've got bench, chest, and triceps loaded up. Right now I'm getting fueled up with my raw nutrition. Pre-workout, I'll take the EAAs during my workout. And then I've also in my cup here, I've got their new electrolyte packets. So getting fueled up, getting ready to go. I'll hit you guys when I get in the car and talk a little bit about more what we're gonna do at the session today. Again, day one of powerlifting prep. I'm super pumped to get rolling, get things started on the right foot there. We've got a fun day ahead, so stay tuned. All right, so heading off to the gym now. Usually like to try and get my sessions in reasonably early. I feel like it sort of sets the tone for the day. Gets me in the right mind to do my business stuff, to do my work stuff. And then I kind of, just got my self-care out of the way first in the morning, because that's really what lifting is to me in the first place. I'd kind of done the early morning thing off and on over the years. When I was in college, I did the whole 5 a.m. thing. I've trained as early as 3 or 4 in the morning, kind of just depending on schedule. Usually it's between 6 and 10 now with personal training. I do train clients sometimes early in the morning, so I can't always get in first thing, but I do get in as early as I can usually when I'm able to, and always enjoy it. But yeah, so we're hitting day one of bench today for my powerlifting prep. I'm taking a whole team of lifters down to Dayton, Ohio in early December. To do a meet, and we're really excited about that. We're taking the whole brick squad down there, taking, like I said, about a dozen lifters with us. We're gonna have a really good time. So usually our preps are about, I try to keep powerlifting prep about 8 weeks, sort of a 4-week strength phase, a building phase, and then into a 4-week peak. So that's kind of what we're setting up to do right now. The first couple weeks is really just gonna be getting back in the groove. Coming off of a couple bodybuilding shows this summer, so I kind of lost a decent amount of strength just by getting as lean as I did. I lost about 40 pounds of body weight, so I'm kind of clawing my way back up right now, which is fun. It's part of the process, and it's sort of is what it is. It's tests my patience for sure, but it's kind of what it's all about. So so day one here, we'll have some competition style bench, some heavy accessories, and then we'll get with it. I'll share some of the training here as well for you guys to check out. But that's kind of what the roadmap is for the next 8 weeks. I'm going to try to showcase as much of it as I can. A lot of the preps I've done recently have been kind of under the radar and haven't really shared too much inside details. So I'm kind of hoping this series is going to be about, and kind of give you a little bit more insight into opening the gym and everything too, because that's kind of a big part of my life right now, and Gab's life, and our life as a couple is kind of surrounded around Brick Squad Barbell right now, and really excited to share that with you guys too. But so I'm gonna get the music on, get myself excited to go train, and I'll see you guys at the gym. All right, so bench press training is done for the day. First day of prep in the books. It went pretty well. Today's work was a 3-second pause single with comp bench. Like I said before on my way here, my bench press is kind of suffering right now a little bit because I'm just coming off my bodybuilding prep. When I lose all that weight, now, I'm not the world's best bench presser to begin with. That's well known. I've had to do a lot to be able to get my press up to a point where it's at least competitive in meets. I got my bench a couple summers ago. I got it up to 405, but I was weighing about 235 pounds at the time. Right now, I'm weighing about 205. I got in my bodybuilding prep, I got down to about 190, and yeah, that pretty much just tanks my bench press. getting that light. So kind of trying to get the mass on right now, get the strength back up. I'm back on a 3-day-a-week bench split, which is going to be super helpful. Just trying to turn around here. It's going to be super helpful for me to get my press back up. But I feel good about it. Feel good about day one. Then after I hit my main bench, I went into I had a couple back down sets. It was 2 sets of 5 with 1 second pauses. So to circle back, I got up to 325 for my main bench, my 3-second pause. Then I went down to 275, hit a couple sets of 5. Then we went down to a 3x3 close grip feet up spoto press. So that's kind of a mouthful, but essentially the feet up bench requires you to create a little bit more core stability, and it takes away your arch a little bit too, so it makes it a better chest exercise. Then the spoto press is a tried and true bench accessory that helps with creating tension at the bottom of the press, which is super important in competition when they make you pause for at least a second, depending on who the judge is. We have to come to a full stop at the bottom, so being able to have as much control as possible in the bench press is super important. So I did those. Then I went into dumbbell incline presses with a band behind my back, which I love doing. It really evens out the resistance curve and creates sort of a good, it's really good for bench lockout too, as it gets heavier as you go up. So your triceps and your upper chest are getting a kick-ass workout there. Then I went into dips. I did 50 total body weight dips just to get some blood flow into the chest and triceps. Banded chest flies I set up. I kind of rigged up a band, a pec machine, because I don't have one, a brick squat barbell yet. And then after that, went into incline shrugs, which again I love to build the upper back for bench press. The upper back sort of acts as a stopping block and your base in the bench press. So I do a lot of upper back work during prep. I love to throw in the incline shrugs. They're also known as a Kelso shrug, depending on who you talk to on the internet. But so I got all that done. Then I did some tricep rollbacks, a little bit of abs. Then I went and got done with the session there. Got a little bit of coffee now to go. I got a gas station coffee. I'm gonna go train my client Dustin, who's getting ready for a bodybuilding show. He's also going to help me with a little bit of content today too, and content planning, because I'm really trying to spice things up on that end, make things look a little bit more professional. So he's gonna help me with that. I'll plug him in the in the description so you guys can check out his page as well. He's big into doing media for social media, and he put together an awesome ad for brick squat barbell with me in it, complete with like background music and all that stuff. So it was really cool. But yeah, so the workout's done. Workout went good as day one of prep in the books. Now we're gonna go in and train a client, and then we'll go and do a bunch of in-person work. Monday's a big check-in day for the whole brick squad team. So I'm gonna get a little bit caffeinated once again here, get inside, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, so back home now from the gym. Getting ready to get into my day. I do have some online work this afternoon before heading off to a football game later tonight. But I want to show you my second meal of the day. My first meal, I had, I guess like a snack meal before I went to the gym. I had 2 scoops of protein and 2 slices of toast. Real quick breakfast I love to do for myself before I go to the gym early in the morning. But my first meal of the day, eggs, and then some Kodiak protein waffles there. Right now the goal going forward in the meat prep is to get as much clean sides on as I possibly can as I head into the meat. So to do that, I'm going to be eating as much clean food as I possibly can, minimizing body fat gain, of course, but if a little bit comes on, it's okay. Because really the goal right now is to weigh as much as I can, to move as much weight as possible in the meat. My best numbers in meats have been when I was weighing around 225 pounds on meat day. That's when I totaled 1840 a couple years ago. That's around what I weighed on meat day. I'd like to do it a little bit leaner body fat wise, but I do need to get my weight back up, because right now, like I said, I'm only weighing about 205 pounds coming off my show.
which is a little bit of a gain, but show week leading into peak week, I was like 195. I got down to 190 on show day, but that was after water manipulation and everything. So really haven't gained much size back. Purposely was keeping it kind of lean to go through my trip to Las Vegas, keep things lean to finish out summer. But now that the cold weather's rolling around, it's time to really start putting on the gains. So I try to keep my food as clean as I can, but I will throw in a little bit of extra calories. Like the protein waffles are awesome. They keep things fun. They taste good. They're really easy to make. And a lot of my meals will look like that. You'll see throughout the day, I'll kind of have, I got chili lined up, pasta with a bunch of ground beef, and some meat sauce mixed up. And then just a couple other meals of like ground turkey and rice. So I'll kind of show my meals a little bit as the day goes on, but this is meal number 2 of the day. So I'm gonna eat real quick, and then I'm gonna get to work on some online client work. Big check-in day for the Brick Squad today, and then we'll go from there.